Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and I am here with Smash That Small Paper Pad. The premise of that is take any paper pad you have in your stash, anything smaller than 12 by 12, and try to use it up. So I have a couple of 6 by 6 paper pads, and my idea was, well, if we have all those paper pads and I'm going to make mini albums, let me make a bunch of mini albums and do sort of batch work so it goes faster, and put those paper pads in mini albums. I'm going to show you the mini albums I made, and I'm going to tell you about mistakes that I've made. So this video isn't just about smashing your small paper pad, it's about fixing your mistakes. So the first one I am going to show you is this Magical Adventure paper pad, and this has been out a while. I also had some stickers and I had an ephemera pack, and they're all gone. So I made mini albums, and I'm going to move these aside for a second. And excuse the lighting, our power's gone out, so it's just what's coming in the window. So I used a 7 by 7 cover, 2 1/4 spine. I made the hinge for 6.5, so I could put 6.5 by 6.5 pages in. So I made 7 of these mini albums, and then my husband and I cut up paper so we could make all of the papers to go inside. But as I was starting to make the paper, I was thinking, I really don't know that I like 6.5 by 6.5 pages. This is a 6.5 inch sheet, and this is 6 by 6 piece of cardstock. So here there is a 1/4 inch on all 4 sides. This is 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. So I prefer a smaller border of the mini album base pages rather than the large one. So anyhow, so we cut down for 7 mini albums. I needed 35 pages, so that's 70 sheets of paper, and fold and score. So the page that I'm making, this is 11 inches from there to there. So I cut down an 8.5 by 11 and scored it, and then I'll fold it and then put a back piece on so I can stick it in the pocket page. So anyhow, we made a whole bunch of those, and then I went to go put them in the book, and I can't put a 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 inch sheet on a 6.5 by 6 on a 6.5 inch spine. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. So all these mini album covers and hinges and spines that I made, I can't use. And I was running out of cardstock, so yeah. So what I ended up doing is still making the mini albums with the 6.5 by 6.5 inch pages. I had enough to make a couple. And let me show you how I fixed it. So this is what I put on the cover for the Magical Adventure one. This little Viewmaster thing was in my sticker sheet. I put it on a die cut circle, put a hole in the middle, and used a brad to make it a little interactive there on the cover. Inside I have a waterfall, and this waterfall, by the way, is 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. So if you add 6 by 6 inch photo, it's gonna just fit, but cover up the design paper. So I decided on this one not to go crazy with the design paper. I did have enough for the bottom, and you could trim this down and it would be fabulous on the cover. I mean, see, that just fits nicely on the top, I mean. So anyhow, here is the waterfall. And there's room for 12 pictures on this waterfall. So that's nice. You can get a bunch of pictures. And then here's that larger pocket that I was showing you from here. It makes a nice presentation. The good thing about that is now you have all this room to decorate on the bottom. So you'll see that's how I used most of the embellishments. I did cut photo mats that are 6.5 by 4.5 and put on a piece of white cardstock, so that's 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then again, I had some ephemera from the ephemera pack. This was from the ephemera pack, and I just put it on some black cardstock and put the little, tied it with some baker's twine in red and white. And then I also had these smaller photo mats inside. So again, this page is 6.5 by 6.5. I probably could make maybe a 6 by 6.5 or 6 by 7-inch photo mat, but I decided to go a little smaller on this. And if you had a photo, it would fit right there on the page. I actually made this border a little bit smaller than 6 by 4 by 6. So you can cover that white completely. And that white I did with my gel pen. So I sort of like that, a little different for me, but that fits. And the good thing about these is you could go landscape or portrait on them, and it doesn't matter because they're going to go in the pocket and they're interactive. You're going to pull it out. So you go in there. So the pages are all similar. There's the large pocket on the one side, and there is mostly just room for photos on the other side. I just went simple because I was going to make 7 or 10 mini albums all at once. There's the photo mat there. See, again, pretty plain. Photo mat here. If you had the picture in here, there's the picture of a deer. If you had the picture, it would tuck in there and still fit nicely all around with that underneath. So that's just something a little different. The back is plain, but I do have something on the fronts of most of these. And then there's that cute little camera. This lifts up as well, and some stickers from the sticker sheet. That too. So do you see what I did to make the 6 by 6 page paper work on this 6.5 by 6.5 mini album? I took some white cardstock and cut it out 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 and put it on. So this is double matted. And it works. It works really nicely. I actually think it adds something to it. It makes the pages pop a little bit. So again, that's a sticker from the sticker sheet. That is also, this is from the ephemera, so you can stick a photo underneath there. And then there's that. The last page has these two little spots, and then as I used them as tuck spots. This is great if you want to put the date down. And then in the back, as usual, I made a pocket with a flap. Use that library style closure, and then that you can put a nice photo there. And I also took the rest of all of the stickers, put them on that sticker sheet all together, and put it in the pocket. So that way, number one, I don't have any stash left over. But more importantly, somebody getting this mini album can use those stickers to put on the photos. You know, you might have room on the side of a photo and be able to, there was a lot of phrases on there, so you'd be able to put the phrase on it. And the back is simply that. There's the spine, and there we are, the cover. And I'll show you real quick what I made with this Doodlebug Back to School mini album. I always wanted to make a Back to School mini album. So again, the cover is 7 by 7, so I just matted a bunch of different color cardstock with the black. And then this, I must have had this because this was inside the paper pad. I must have had a 12 by 12 school days paper pad at one point in time, and that was left over. I thought that's perfect for the cover. So another waterfall. Now this time I didn't use the paper to put in here. It's just simply put your photos in. On this page, so I love the school buses here. This page, I tore the paper. So I just glued this on here. Nobody will ever know. Well, now you'll know. And then there we go. There's the photo mats inside. Same thing. Again, I stuck with the same style with the larger pocket on this side. Of course, I put it on the left-hand side instead of the right. There were all these 2x2 cut aparts. I left them open on the top and corner and just glued them down on the bottom and side so I could add these little cut aparts that were so cool. And if you want, you can put them with the photos. In this case, I did not round the corners, and honestly, I think I prefer that. Look at how nice that looks without the rounded corners. You know, that white shows around on all four sides on the photo. But that's my preference. Some people like the rounded corners, and it adds a little bit of oomph to the picture. So yeah, aren't these 2x2 cut aparts fabulous? I was able to use those to decorate all of the, well, that wasn't 2x2, but to decorate all of the pages. Love this composition paper, school paper, I don't know. So World's Best Teacher, they may not want to use, whoever gets this mini album, may not want to use World's Best Teacher, so they can just take it out. There's that. And the back page. And then here is again that pocket. I didn't have any extra stickers, but I did make sure there was a photo mat in the back here. And this is where you could put all those extra school photos, all those little wallet size ones that you order 2,000 of and don't know what to do with them all. So that is my 6x6 paper pad project for this past month. I hope you like it. If this page style is something you'd like to see a tutorial on, let me know. I mean, it's really simple and I can show you the page style, although I've already showed you how to make mini albums in previous videos, and I'll link them below. So that's what I have. Don't forget to check out the other collaborators listed below. Please like and subscribe. And if you want, hit that bell for notifications. It really helps me out. Thanks so much. Have a fabulous day.